And welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It is a Tuesday, and it is the 18th of March.
It is.
It is.
It is. It is.
It is the 18th of March.
It's mid-March, and we all know what March brings in.
Yeah, March. What is it? In like a lamb, out like. Is it in like? What is it?
In like a lion. I don't know.
In like
a lion, out like a lamb.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's a little rough.
Right?
It gets rough, and then it's kind of mellows
there
out.
There were some gnarly tornadoes around the
yeah.
area.
Yeah,
Man,
a lot of. Did you get on to Storm Track 360 to check the weather and stuff?
Well, no, because they had downgraded our area.
Oh,
I mean, there was a patch that we missed it, basically, and I don't remember how. Y'all, if it had been really threatening, I probably would have paid attention to something, but I just went to bed.
Yeah.
Like I do every other night. And if I fall asleep, go me. If I don't wake up, go me.
Yeah. Well,
if I blow away in a storm, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I guess.
As long as you take your broom with you.
Rude. How rude. Wow.
We had some weather, and it was coming right for us.
Yeah.
We lived right on the Boone County line.
Okay.
Down by Newton County.
Oh, okay.
And right before it hit, it split. And one went to the west and one went to the east. And we just got wind. We didn't get any bad weather. So it was
I saw several limbs that had blown off. This is the time for that. So don't park your vehicles under a tree if you can avoid it, for sure.
And I think this is just the beginning of it because this is tornado weather. Then we've gotten quite a bit of it. And a lot of people have perished over it. Not a good thing.
Which is not a good thing at all.
Yeah.
At all.
So listen to the weather and tune into your favorite outlets. I went to Storm Track 360, and of course they
keep live coverage going.
Oh yeah. And I think they have some remote people in different areas that are reporting from certain
from
areas.
like even Northwest Arkansas, from outlying areas. I think Which
I
is,
wonder if they need somebody down close to Newton County. I wonder if they need somebody down there.
I don't know, Dan. You'd have to ask them.
I'll have to ask them.
Yeah.
So, do you pack flippers when you go diving?
Flippers? They're called fins, and yes, I do.
Flippers. We call them flippers.
They're fins, and yes, I do.
Fins.
Flippers are about that long, I think, in my mind.
Oh,
that's where
okay. Are there different sizes?
These are long, so that you get the... Maybe.
Well, I grew up watching Sea Hunt, and I think they called them flippers.
Well, there was the whole flipper, and those little boys wore flippers.
Yeah, okay.
They did not wear. It's the same thing. These are just more specialized.
Now, do you wear webbed gloves?
They won't let you wear gloves. You're not supposed to wear gloves.
Why?
Anywhere we've dove, well, not everywhere.
Anywhere
because
you've
usually it's a
driven?
national park.
Anywhere you've
It's
driven?
like a national park usually because we're paying park fees when we go do this, and they don't want you to touch anything because you run the chance of killing stuff. Like you kill the coral, you're not supposed to touch it.
Oh, how do you touch it?
What do you mean? How do you touch it?
You can't wear gloves, so you touch it with your hands?
You don't touch it. You do not touch it. That's the point.
Have you?
Accidentally, yes. I don't just go touch it. But yeah, I've accidentally. I've also gone where the current was really, really strong and trying to hang on to something at the bottom so that we could sit and get low and the current would kind of bypass you and help. I held onto a sponge once. Well, dang thing broke off. You're not floating with.
Did you break it or did it just?
I broke it.
Did you kill it?
I don't know. I don't know how sensitive sponges are. I know coral is very sensitive.
Okay.
Yeah. There's your little lesson on don't touch the things, but we've all done it.
Yeah. What would you like to see that you haven't yet?
Anything that I haven't.
Oh, you don't know?
No. I don't know necessarily.
You just
Some
know you haven't seen
species that I've
before.
never seen, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Whether that be, I mean, we've seen turtles. It's always fun to see them, though.
You ever see anything dead in the water, like dead fish or anything like that? I guess stuff like that gets eaten up quick.
I would say it does. I don't recall seeing anything
You
dead.
ever seen a barracuda?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And what
Probably
they call,
every dive I go on.
What do you call those eels? Is that a barracuda?
Moray.
Moray eel.
The green ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, are moray eels. And we
Those
dove in Florida Keys on a, are you going to...
What?
In like you were feeding them. I mean, they were feeding them. And that's where they told us not to hold your fingers out because they feed them hot dogs. And they will mistake your fingers for hot dogs. So I
don't do that.
Kind of was like this.
How did you feed them? With your mouth?
I didn't feed them. I let the dive people feed them.
How was he feeding them?
Feeding them.
Did he have his gloves on?
Yeah, but they've done it in. They probably did have gloves on. They probably had gloves on. See, I'm telling you, it's the idea. Don't, but people do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, don't they make gloves that are webbed?
Probably.
I mean, where you could swim better. Or you use your legs to swim. You don't.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't do
my
any of
hands
this.
are for
touching the coral.
Well, a lot of people have cameras, but I don't. But yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, I dive like this a lot.
Do you
or
really?
like this? Because I just use my fins. Just out of the way, so you're more.
Are you afraid that if you leave your arms dangling, that they'll get eaten off or something?
Well, no.
By a barracuda?
No.
Oh.
No, I just want them out of the way, and that way you just float along.
Okay. Well, just let them limp. Let them flail in the water.
Kelly, if you're listening, you need to take diving with Dan so that Dan can experience.
No, I just have questions,
the what it's like.
Well, inquiry minds want to know.
Sure.
If I go in the water, I'm going to, there's probably at least 1,000 questions that I want to get to.
Not to mention all the marine life that you'll see.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. I've been diving before. Yeah. I went to quarry. No, dumpster diving, yeah. I think I've done
quarry.
that.
Yeah, you said something about you've been in a quarry.
Yeah, I've done that before.
But there's nothing in there.
No, there was not. Well, I think there was fish. There were big fish in the quarry.
Oh, well, cool.
But there was no wildlife.
Right.
Nothing like that. Yeah. No barracudas.
But it's a little different. Y'all, it's a whole new world down there. I kid you not. And if you're if you have faith that God is alive and well, and you see what you see up here, and then you go down there and you see these majestic rock formations. Yeah. It's a whole another thing to explore. That's all. Yeah.
Well,
it gives me the goodies.
You do it twice a year, so it must be something great. Anyway,
it's something that's meaningful to us.
You'll be leaving. Sure. You'll be leaving what? Friday, Saturday?
Saturday morning early,
and be back the next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go over some weather?
Hey, let's go over some weather, Dan. Okay. How about it? Like today is partly sunny with a high of guess what? 78. With some wind gust, which is going to be pretty common, I think, the wind gust.
Yep.
Tonight will be partly cloudy with a low of 57. Wednesday, sunny with a temperature rising to near 65 by 11 a.m.
Okay.
And then falling to 53 during the remainder of the day.
That's the cold snap.
Okay. Windy with a southwest wind up to 45 mile per hour gust are possible. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 33. And Thursday, sunny with a high of 56. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low of 37. And give me my traveling weather, Dan.
Which one? Where'd you stop on? Friday? Friday, partly sunny with a high near 66. Breezy, gust up to 30 miles per hour. And then Friday night, 20% chance of showers moves into the area before 1 a.m. Partly cloudy with a low around 41 for the overnight low. And then Saturday, Sunday, high 69. Low 49 with a 40% chance of showers for the Saturday night. And then Sunday and Monday, it looks like the high is going to be around 70 for Sunday with a 60% chance of showers. And then Monday, 63.
So you might get a little rain next week. I looked at St. Lucia, and it had some rain forecast there.
Okay.
30%. They kind of do that because it usually does get a rain shower.
Yeah.
And it moves through.
Well, where is St. Lucia? St. Lucia, is it past the Caribbean?
It's in the Caribbean.
Okay.
But it is further.
Is it closer to South America than?
It's not far from Venezuela.
Okay. Yeah, that's part of South America.
Yeah. So, but it's over by Martinique.
Is that where they shipped all those people back to Venezuela?
That's not where.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Was it Venezuela?
I think so.
Okay. Well, there's some islands in an ocean they'd have to travel to get to us. So.
Is it a nice place? St. Lucia.
It looks really, really pretty, and I mean anywhere you go with the water being blue and clear, and in the Caribbean's always good. It seems like.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, our topic to ponders this week is about facts. Is about a faxa. And yesterday was a pretty good one to start us off. It was a brain herder.
This one didn't hurt my brain at all.
It didn't hurt your brain at all? You just said, I'm not answering that one.
No, that's not it.
Well,
it was a simple answer for me.
Let's do this one.
Okay.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Okay, now see how hard this one is for you. Does your personal bias shape the way you interpret and accept facts?
I have to say yes. Do I want it to be that way necessarily? No, but I'm sure it does.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty. I'm. What do you call it? I'm skeptical of everything, but I believe everything until I find out.
Well, that's how the legal system's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. If somebody comes up and says, "Hey, this building's on fire," what do you think? You think he's telling the truth, right? Mm-hmm. And you say, "Well, let's go look," and then he turns around and runs away. It's like, why'd he do that? And then you go and you look for a fire, you look for smoke, and
there's
not there. So he was telling you a lie.
He was telling a lie. Yeah, and that happens. I mean, yeah, a lot probably.
So,
but this is about your personal bias.
I believe a lot of things. If it comes from people that you trust, yeah, you're going to believe it's true. You're going to believe their facts are legit.
Right.
But sometimes you have to go say, let me go look for myself.
You should. We have to do that now more than ever.
We have to do it more than ever, yeah. So anyway, that's our question for today. Topic to ponder. Does your personal bias shape the way you interpret the facts, the way you interpret and accept facts?
Affirmative answers here on our Facebook page.
Okay. Yes.
Like
yes. Okay.
Yes. I mean, they
agree with
that
a
little bit more, but yeah, that
okay. Well, good deal.
The gist is yes. But
right.
Go to our Facebook page, Around the Table, and answer. The blue graphic is up there. Topic to ponder. Does your personal bias shape the way you interpret and accept facts?
All right.
Yeah.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Your Honor, I request this court to appoint counsel to represent me in this trial.
Okay. 62 years ago, the Supreme Court ruled through Gideon versus Wainwright, the state courts must provide counsel in criminal cases for defendants who cannot afford it. That clip was a recording of Gideon reenacting his court appearance for CBS a year later in 1964.
I think that's a good thing. You got to have representation whether you can afford it or not.
My head work like computer. What I'm going to do?
60 years ago today, cosmonaut Alexei Leonov became the first man to walk in space. His suit was overpressurized, and he had to partially deflate it to get back into the spacecraft.
What man? Just think about how he was feeling. What now?
Well, I'm just happy they thought through that problem and said, you probably need a deflator push button thing.
Maybe
right
he was
here.
Maybe he was cutting the cheese in there and it got all flare. I don't know.
Okay.
Only me.
Let's move on.
I am confident I have not committed perjury and that I will be acquitted after a trial.
Okay, 38 years ago, Michael Deaver, friend and former aide to President Reagan, was indicted, accused of lying to a grand jury and to Congress about his lobbying activities. Deaver eventually was convicted, but on this day he denied the charges.
They examined her. She showed no sign of injury. She was talking, and so they followed procedure, brought her back to the bottom of the slope, and made sure she was okay.
16 years ago today, back in 2009, actress Natasha Richardson died in a New York hospital 2 days after suffering a head injury while skiing in Canada. Lynn Lorte and Mont Tremblant ski resort told reporters that initially she seemed to be okay. And that's the problem with head injuries.
Yeah.
Even though you bump your head and you get up and say, I'm just fine, you could potentially have swelling.
Right.
And that could kill
if
you.
you hit your noggin, yeah.
Go
You
get
need
it
to
checked
go get
out.
it checked out.
Yeah.
My name's Mike Rowe, and this is my job.
TV presenter Mike Rowe was born on this date in 1962. He is 63. He was introducing the Discovery Channel on that clip. Dirty Jobs.
Okay. And cut number 6 here is actress and singer. It's a birthday cut. Vanessa Williams was born on this day in 1963. She is 62 years old today. Williams gained fame in 1984 when she was crowned the first black Miss America, but she was forced to resign after nude pictures of her surfaced in Penthouse. She got past that notoriety and has had a successful career on stage, screen, and as a recording star. And she had a song called Save the Best for Last.
She got dethroned.
She got dethroned.
She did.
And the next one.
Okay, actress and singer Dana Owens was born on this day in 1970. She's 55. You know her better as Queen Latifah.
Okay, and then, okay. 8 is the last one, and I can play that one.
Hello? I'm a car. Gasoline makes me run backseat.
Actor and comedian Dane Cook was born on this day in 1972. He's 53 today. Cook was released 5 best-selling comedy albums and has sold out venues across the country. Here, Cook sings the song he made to the tune of a car alarm. And then the last one's...
Maroon 5 lead singer Adam Levine was born on this day in 1979. He's only 46. And, we know him from, a solo career. Wasn't he some judge on maybe The Voice or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tattoo guy.
The tattoo guy.
Yeah. All right. We have Matt Bell coming in. He's going to be talking about the Culpepper Merriweather Circus.
Yeah. Did you know there's a circus coming? Well, there
Circus is coming to town, and he'll tell us all about the details. And we'll have him in just a few minutes. Stick around. Stay with us. You're listening and watching Around the Table with Dan and Ann. This show is sponsored by Stone Bank.
Yes, it is.
And we are happy to have them as our sponsor. And also,
Runaway Mountain Coaster, buy one, get free tickets are on right now on sale through March 31st. So you better go and find them and get them and go see them this weekend. Come on. They stretch spring break dollar with a buy one, get one for from 10 a.m. to noon or 3 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. runawaycoaster.com/spring break for your tickets. Get them.
and we'll be right back. Hey, and welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We have everyone's whispering in the background.
No, not everyone.
trouble.
It was just Matt. 'Cause I said, hold up.
Matt Bell's in the studio, and he's here to talk about a circus.
Culpepper,
Another
Merriweather.
circus.
Yeah, another circus.
Yeah, when we talked about it, I said, is this the same circus that's coming back? But it's a different one.
This one's a different one.
Totally different. Tell us about it.
So that the one we had before was a boutique circus, so it was
Right.
more about the performers and the performance and the story. This is a true circus. You got big cats, you got jugglers, you got trapeze, you got all that stuff. This outfit travels several different states. I think they do 17 in total. Do several shows throughout the North Arkansas and Central Arkansas area. And what's great about them is they work with nonprofits. And this event, I think this is either year number 3 or 4 that they've worked with the Rotary Club of Harrison. And so we get a portion of the proceeds, which is a big deal to us right now because if you're familiar, we've embarked on a journey with the city of Harrison to build outdoor pickleball courts for our community.
Yeah.
Yes.
So another outdoor venture, whatever, that the club has partnered with the city, because we got the Cannons Cove, we did the park, and now we're going to do this, just another asset for our community and outdoors. So
That's
we're really
cool.
excited.
So, have they been here before?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
Beacon
the
Park.
name was familiar.
Yeah,
very familiar.
yeah. We've held them at Beacon Park. Like I said, I can't remember if this is year 3 or year 4 that our club has partnered with them, but pretty much turnkey. We obviously work with the local property owner manager, so we've worked with Beacon Park. It's a great venue for this, what they're doing.
That's out towards Ridgeway.
Yes, yep, just north of town. So easy to find, great ample parking, all that good stuff.
Now, is this a one-day event?
It's a one-dayer.
One-dayer, okay.
Tuesday, April
The 8th.
8th. Thank you. I hate to pause. Yeah, Tuesday, April 8th, and they've got 2 shows, so you can do the 5 o'clock, the early one, or you can do the 7:30, and both of them are going to be great shows, similar performances. You can do both if you want to. Some people do it. They'll come back for the evening shift. So tickets, kids 2 and under are free.
Wow.
Free for the little toddlers, and then kids are $8.75 a ticket, and then adults are $13.75.
You know, you can't hardly go anywhere for that price and be entertained.
Yeah, and I think their show
you wonder how they do it.
90 minutes plus.
Yeah.
You know, they're pretty dedicated to the community that they're in. They've done a great job with us, a great partner with us, and so I mean, needless to say, we're like, as soon as we get this year done, we're like, what day are you coming back next year?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's a little legwork on our end to do the advertising and promotion, but obviously the better job that we do at that, the more we capitalize with our proceeds, the donation to our organization, which, you know, ranges from $2,000 to $3,000 each year that we raise for the club.
And here we're talking about the Rotary Club, in case you
Yes,
missed that.
Rotary Club of Harrison. We have a commitment with the city of Harrison to split the cost of the new pickleball courts, $120,000 total investment for both, and our portion with the club is $60,000. So we've already raised around 40 of that, and we're going to chip away at the rest of it. Yeah,
that's good.
So our Rotary Foundation donated the initial 30, the startup for it, and then we've raised from community representatives about 17,000 on top of it.
That's it's always amazing how much money this community raises for different things and different organizations.
Now, there's pickleball courts in Creekside, correct?
Yes, yeah.
So, but this is like for the outdoor, and with that means that more people can play at once too.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah. So there's a lot of people that prefer outdoor, and so they like to be outside and playing a sport. That's 101, and so we're really excited to do this. The concrete pad is already down there. It's right next to the tennis courts. So there was the back and forth, like, hey, these are our tennis courts, Well, no, they've got lines for pickleball. Well, now we're going to be able to satisfy both groups within our community.
Okay. Everybody gets
so
to play.
they're not overlapping on the same courts. Right.
Yeah. Now, this circus, is it a tent circus?
Yeah, under the big top.
One big tops.
Trapeze and all that.
Yeah. The whole
Oh,
shebang.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Like the real deal.
The real deal.
You know, the thing that's nice about these two is that, you know, when you had the bigger circus like Barnum and Bailey, there was 3 rings. And it was hard to keep up for kids, for everybody. But this is like focused
all under one tent.
One tent.
Everything's going there. They got lions and tigers.
And bears, oh my.
I don't know about the bears, but they do have lions and tigers.
Cool.
So
That's cool.
And they have a foot juggler. I'm not sure how you
juggle feet?
Juggle with feet. I'm
I'm
supposed to be doing feet with my hands,
the bigger question is, what does he juggle?
I have no earthly
Maybe
idea.
he juggles a couple people.
Yeah, could be.
Oh.
Yeah, that
I
would
bet
be
it's balls or
Maybe
pins
thick balls
or
or
something.
something. Yeah.
I don't know, but interesting to watch.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see on
exciting.
April 8th.
Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, and again, there's 2 shows: one at 5, one at 7:30.
Yep.
How do they get tickets?
So they can go by. There's several places in the community. They can come by our office and get tickets. Explore Harrison. They can go by Creekside and get tickets.
Okay.
They can go to Cash Saver. And there's others in the community. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think we have 4 or 5 locations. And if they're in Jasper, they can go by the Cottages gift shop downtown on the square. Can't remember the name of it, but they partnered with us to sell them there as well. Nice. So, or they can go online to the Merriweather Circus website.
Oh, okay.
Just look up Culpepper and Merriweather Circus, and it'll take you to their site. They have. Okay. You want to make sure you select the one in Harrison because they have them all over the state. So
I want to mention that some of the places that you just mentioned who partner with you to sell tickets. What a big! I mean, I appreciate the fact that they do that so that, like, even the rodeo, there's different there's different events that they will do ticket sales for you
and they don't want a kickback.
And it's just, you know, it's probably a little bit of their pain in their rear. I mean, you know, to have to deal with that.
Yeah,
but
you know, because they've got a job to do.
We appreciate the fact that they do it.
Yeah, they've got a job to do, and they're typically at customer service desks. So those people are usually the busiest, you know, taking care of customers. And every year, bring them on. We'll do it for you. We appreciate what you do for the community, so we're going to help you out.
Well, there you go. It's all about the community.
All about it.
Yep. All about it.
So what else is going on after the circus? Anything planned?
Yeah, what's next?
From our office...
You're going to take the summer off?
Yeah, right. I wish.
4th of July?
We're working on the 4th right now. We're trying to improve that one a little bit, maybe add another aspect to it, TBA on that. And then obviously our balloon festival is we're at 30 balloons. We're on the waiting list for them.
Wow.
So,
car show?
Pumped. Working on a car show.
Yeah.
Actually working with Camp Jack to try to facilitate the 2 organizations to combine.
Oh, that was a huge. They've got a huge event.
Yeah. So
that'd be great.
Love working with Camp Jack. We actually partnered with Camp Jack. We're hosting the Arkansas War Military Vehicle Association in Harrison in May, and they're bringing 20 to 30 military World War II, newer, fully restored. Some of them will have 50 cows strapped to the top of them. They look like they're war ready. I mean, ready to go. So we partnered with Camp Jack, and so they're going to be parking out there. Cool. More information to come on that as well. So anything we can do to partner with Camp Jack. But what's cool about it is some of their veterans are going to get to come see some of the rigs that they were on.
That they were, wow.
That's
amazing.
What I mean?
That's neat.
That's cool.
And fully restored. Like, oh, man, that looks like it was the one I was in, you know?
Right.
So pretty neat.
That's pretty cool.
You'll keep us up to date, I have no doubt.
Yeah, I'll try.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
What you bring
Thank
to
you.
the community.
Thanks for allowing me to come on the show and push what we've got going on.
Thank you for, doing this with the circus.
The Culpepper Merriweather Circus is coming April 8th on a Tuesday, and there's 2 shows, 5, and then again at 7:30. And tickets for 2 and under is free. And you have one for $8.75 and $13.75. What was the age?
Kids $8.75 and adults $13.75.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good entertainment. And I'm sure they'll have popcorn there.
Oh yeah, they'll have all the treats.
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
KHOZ.
And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Anything you want to mention there?
I want to mention something.
Okay.
So, you've seen like these 3D printers and that type of thing that kids have. I was introduced to it through social.
Right.
Our own school here, Harrison, and they will build like a robotic something, a hand or something.
Uh-huh.
Well, a high school student in New York is helping out a 3-legged shelter dog. She's the leader of a robotics club at a Long Island high school, and she created a prosthetic leg for the little pooch.
Okay.
The school raised $300 to help fund the project. The leg was made with a 3D printer and has a wheel on the end so the dog can walk and run. The pup has been at a local shelter for 2 years, and volunteers hope that her new leg will get her a forever home.
Look
I
at
thought that was such an endearing little story about, I don't know, the things that they teach in high school now, or the opportunities that are presented are far better than when I was in high school.
I have a 3D printer.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you print with it?
I print props.
Really?
Like hand props, guns, and different
I don't
things.
understand how it works, because you have to. Don't you have to have like some sort of supplies?
Well, you get a spool of filament, and it goes through a little tube, and it goes down to a print head. The print head is heated, and as that plastic goes through that print head, it moves around a platform.
Okay.
And you get 3D printed. You get 3D printable files. They're STL files. They're called STLs. And you
still don't have a product.
You don't have a product. You don't have a product, but it makes it in layers. So a typical prop would be like 80 or 90 layers.
Okay.
And it prints the first layer.
Okay.
Like if you were to take an object and slice it into
like
really thin.
CAT scan.
Yeah,
so to speak.
Something like that. What I mean? But it goes around and lays this filament out, and then when it finishes that line, it fills another line.
But you have to. The filament is what makes the actual product.
Yeah. I'll bring something
Are
tomorrow.
filaments like the same? Are they all the same?
No. There's lots of different filaments. There's flexible filament. There's like 5 or 6 different hard degrees of hardness filament.
Okay.
And then there's even some that have carbon fiber in it, where you can make.
My mind is having trouble processing that without seeing it. I think that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. We are teachable people.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yay.
Did you know that we had these storms here not too long ago? And there's a Burger King bathroom that saved 13 people from the tornado.
How about that?
Talk about a royal flush. 13 people in Missouri survived a tornado by hiding in the bathroom of a Burger King. The tornado was an EF2, which means wind speeds exceeded 135 miles per hour. The tornado was so gnarly it took half the building down and overturned 5 semi-trucks. Yet this Burger King bathroom was solid as a rock. All 13 survived with no injuries. Whatever they're making Burger King bathrooms out of, let's just start by saying the entire house, wasn't made, wasn't made out of brick.
No,
but it was made out of other things.
It was made out of straw.
Something.
So, you remember back in the McDonald's thing when the coffee burnt the customer, yada, yada, yada. So,
too hot, they sued.
Starbucks is kind of going through that too. An LA delivery driver had just picked up some drinks that didn't have their lids on tight enough, and they spilled, guess where? On his genitals. And he suffered third-degree burns.
Wow, that's pretty
severe. And what's being called a life-changing injury experience for him. The man had to receive 2 skin grafts down there, which is now permanently discolored and disfigured.
Okay.
That's some hot.
That's pretty
freaking hot. I've never gotten coffee from anywhere that was that hot.
Yeah.
By the time I get it, it's a little cooled off.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, just be careful. I guess when you get your drink, you should make sure the lid's on.
You don't always.
You shouldn't have had to, but There you are, poor fella.
Yeah. And then, of course, Snapchat is the best way to stay in touch with your grandma. This might be the cutest viral trend yet. Grandparents are Snapchatting their grandchildren every day to stay in touch. One Grammy told People magazine that she's got more than a 3,000-day Snapchat streak with her 23-year-old granddaughter. It's great for both of them. Grandparents never feel lonely, and grandchildren feel loved and supported. One grandson says he never has to check his weather app because his grandma sends a snap of their outdoor thermometer every morning.
How cute.
That's pretty nice.
I like that. And that's a feel-good story for Snapchat where so many of them are just,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So Dan and I were talking before the show about I've never heard of what Poppy is. Mm-hmm. And he said it's a prebiotic drink. Well, Pepsi is buying Poppy, the super trendy prebiotic soda brand that's all over TikTok. Well, I guess that's why I haven't looked at TikTok.
Yeah.
The deal is said to be worth more than $1.6 billion. Poppy's founders, Allison and Stephen Ellsworth, launched the brand back in 2018. That's pretty sad for me to say. I've never heard of it.
That's amazing. A couple, Allison and Stephen Ellsworth.
Who were they? Special people?
Yeah, they decided, we just should start our own drink. Now, how the heck do you start your own drink?
I don't know, but I would be interested to know if anybody's listening. Get on our Facebook page, please, and tell me what it tastes like. Like, is it a pop?
Yeah.
Is it taste like
Is
pop?
it carbonated?
Is it carbonated?
Yeah.
What does it do? Do you have to run to the bathroom as soon as you drink it? It's a prebiotic.
I bet it's like all the other drinks. It's strawberry and grape and all those others, and it just has a prebiotic in it.
I can probably put one in my own.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you start your own company.
There you go. Okay.
Well, the battle against AI continues, and this time it's being battled in Hollywood. Hollywood actors and directors and other creatives signed an open letter urging the government to uphold copyright laws that apply to artificial intelligence. The group, led by actress Natasha Lyon, I can't pronounce the name, Leon? Poker Face and Orange of the New Black, I think it's Leon. Also includes Bette Midler, Aubrey Plaza from Park and Recreation, and Mark Ruffalo from The Hulk, and about 400 others. They're all rallying against the OpenAI and Google that want the government to remove all legal protections surrounding copyright law and AI. But Hollywood types say that would come at the expense of creative folk. Now, I'm not sure if they're, you can create something right now. You can go to some of these apps and you can type in, make a cartoon image of President Trump playing football.
And it'll do it.
And it will draw it. And if you want it to be a movie of some kind, it'll do the picture, but if you want it to, if you tell it to, and have him running for a touchdown, it will do all that. And it's amazing how close that is. But some of these people that are making money off their likeness, like actors and musicians and whatever, they're saying that their likeness is being stolen, their voice is being stolen. And I can get that. I can understand that. Yeah. So that's, we're going through a pioneering stage of AI, and AI is getting to the point where you could probably have a housekeeper in the form of a robot in your house that looks like a human that does all the things that you want it to do.
Well, let me tell you, if she'll do dishes and laundry, sign me up.
Sign me up.
So the Trump administration, they fired more than 1,000 National Park Service employees who were still in their probationary period, including the man with the keys to Yosemite National Park. What does that mean? Nate Vance, the park's only locksmith, was fired at the end of his period, and he apprenticed under the previous full-time locksmith for 4 years and described the role as essential to park operations. The people that fired me don't know who I am or what I do. Well, I'm thinking there's probably going to run into some issues such as that with this mass firing.
Yeah,
I get
it'll
the
happen.
overall. It's all it's awful growing. It is. I don't know what to say. It's easier for me to look at it from being backed off and it didn't happen to me, but I'm empathetic. I don't know how to have done it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
do you want to keep the waste, or do you want to? Well, I don't know.
I think that you got to look at it from the perspective of wasting.
Yeah, and that's easy. But
that's easy.
But,
yeah.
But
I think they got to go through the process to first see who's going to complain, and there should be an open door policy for those complaints to be voiced. If you disagree with the decision, if you feel like you have a legitimate job, then you need a liaison, someone to like the a free counseling of some kind to help you litigate what you want to keep your job.
I wonder if that would get anywhere.
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or are you just? They're probably thinking, "What's the point?"
Yeah, maybe
this is where we're at.
Oh, we'll have to see because
it's
a trendy thing that's happening each and every day.
It is, and it's a little scary to me.
Yes. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, we need to take a break.
Okay.
You want to tell them about
So, again, spend your morning or afternoon at Runaway Mountain Coaster and enjoy buy one, get one free tickets through March 31st. You can stretch your spring break dollar with a buy one, get one 10 a.m. to noon or 3 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Go to runawaybranson.com/springbreak to get your buy one, get one free tickets. There you are.
All right.
Boom, chakalaka.
Let's take our last break, everybody. Thanks for staying with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Around the Table. It's the Dan and Ann show for the next few minutes. And Ann says that she wants to try her foot juggling.
No, I want you to let me use your feet to juggle.
Oh, my feet?
I want to juggle
How
your feet.
How are you going to...
I want to juggle your feet. I want to cut them off and juggle your feet.
Oh, gosh. So they're going to have the circus and they're going to have a foot juggler.
Have you not seen those before?
He's got some prosthetic feet that he's going to juggle.
I don't know.
No.
It depends on how. No, he's going to use his feet to juggle.
I've seen people like that. Where they've got these balls and they'll start spinning them and then they'll put one up.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't juggle with my hands, much less my feet. My feet don't do anything.
Well,
anymore.
your brain is juggled. Pretty much
I've got
juggled.
that down.
Yeah.
I've got that down. It's a fine art, people. You should try it.
You've heard of these companies called, was it Shein or Shine?
Shein is what I call it.
Shein and Temu.
Yeah.
Well, there's another company called, what's it called? Forever 21, and it officially files for bankruptcy.
Yep.
Chinese online cheapie stores like Shein, and Temu have pushed Forever 21 forever into oblivion. The company announced last month it was considering filing for bankruptcy, and now it's official. Its stores and website will stay open for now as they wind down, as they decide to go bankrupt. So there.
So I don't know if Forever 21 is an American company.
I've never heard of it.
Really? They had one on the landing. It was kind of a
okay.
I think a young trendy store. I didn't shop there. But
so it's not. It is an online store, but they do have actual storefronts.
Brick and mortar store, yeah. Or they did. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't shop there, but they have had storefront.
Yeah. Have you noticed the price of chocolates going up?
I have.
Have you really?
No, I haven't. I just buy it.
Well, they say climate change is to blame for the soaring price of chocolate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's see why. Chocolate is getting more expensive, and partly to blame climate change. Partly, I don't know how much of a percentage that is, but hotter and wetter weather is spreading deadly fungus and pest to cocoa trees in Indonesia, the third largest producer of cocoa in the world, which means that the supply is low, prices are soaring to record levels. Thousands of cocoa farmers are now working with businesses and other organizations to protect their crops. Well, they should. Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow. Hey, I want to mention this Forever 21. They are based in L.A.,
California. Okay.
Which is kind of a sad thing because Shein and Temu are Chinese companies. You know, so here we are trying to, or Trump, I feel like, is trying to bring industry back to the U.S., but yet you still have these companies that can underbid.
Underbid, yeah.
Underbid, and it's a struggle for unless you are really, really dead set on the fact you're only buying USA.
Well, I'm real curious about how this is going to work because, you know, if you go anywhere and you look at tags on shoes, clothes, even food products are made in China. Yeah. And how is that going to change? I'm all for American made products. And I wished it, and it used to be that way. I mean, we used to have shoe factories and different factories
shoe
here.
Stores all over here.
They used to have Levi's. They used to make Levi's here in town.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that come back. It would allow everyone to have a job opportunity.
With the price.
Have you seen the price of Levi's that are made in Vietnam or wherever? They are $50, $60, $80. I think that you could make them here and compete with those prices.
Then why do we keep shopping from China?
I think there's middlemen that get a lot of that money.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to be able to make it affordable still to.
Like those the tariffs. Mm-hmm. People say, "Well, that's tax on us." Well, if we don't buy that product, it's not. We're not paying more for it.
You're going to have to change. We have to change.
We change whatever we buy. Yeah.
Right. So there's some fat cities.
What do you mean?
Wallet Hub is out with a report ranking which cities have the fattest people.
People.
And
fat people.
McAllen, Texas, you're it. The city had the highest share of obese adults, which was almost 2.5 times higher than Asheville, California, or North Carolina, which had the lowest.
Oh.
Rounding out the top 5 most overweight and obese cities, Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, God. Bless you.
Little Rock, Arkansas, Jackson, Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama, and Knoxville, Tennessee. Nearly 42% of the U.S. adults are considered obese.
Well, you notice that most of those cities are in the South.
Yeah, we like our butter.
Yeah, butter and biscuits and gravy.
You know, they used to send my kids home with like a fat, whatever. It was some sort of report saying, you know, this was their health report. This was their weight. They're considered in the obese percentile. And it was very, I don't think that's a good thing to do. Now, I know there's obesity, but, you know, you've got kids that are borderline and you're telling them that they're obese. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know what that does to their little psyches. Some of them probably can't handle it, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not good.
You're labeled as you're fat.
Yep.
And I don't think that's good. But anyway, March Madness begins today.
It is.
I don't care. Sorry.
The first 4 games tip off today. And if you're waiting to do that bracket, you better hurry up and do it before the game starts. National Sloppy Joe Day. Love it. I like Sloppy Joes. Sloppy Joes.
Awkward Moments Day.
Oh, my gosh.
I've had several of those.
We've had several.
Yeah. Global Recycling Day. And what?
And we have Major League Baseball Tokyo Series begins. Major League Baseball regular season starts today. Sort of. The Dodgers and the Cubs will play 2 games in the Tokyo Dome. So check that out.
Dome.
It's at 3 p.m. Eastern time today, Chicago time.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow for Hump Day.
All right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.